Welcome everyone to Lubbock, Texas and Jones AT&T Stadium, home to the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And this crowd, as always, will be rowdy because they've been gearing up since early this morning. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see the #2 team in the country, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Red Raiders will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will take the first swing of the game. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling. The temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
Using the quick game. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line gets set, first down. They want to throw it. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be third down. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Running back searching for a hole. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. Swings it out to his running back. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They keep pushing forward down to the 3, but now it's 3rd and goal. Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. a 70-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. So Texas Tech's offense will have its first possession of the game. And how about this matchup we'll see today between two tremendous tight ends, David?
I mean, two guys that are so fun to watch that really make defense hard. Like, how do you want to play this guy? We're going to see which defense can step up and try to stop these elite tight ends.
Yeah, it's not often that you say the tight end is the key to the offense's success. Both of these teams feel that way, though. So which of these two dudes can make the most plays today?
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
Quickly complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. You just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're trying to get to him. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll call for the fair catch here. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Horned Frogs in the hurry up.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And the Horned Frogs have it with a 1st and 10. The handoff to Johnson. Across the 25, he's got room. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Handoff from the gun. Plows through the defense. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The quick out. And he goes down after making the grab, picks up a few, but still short of the first down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, TCU!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down to this area of the field, he can get it done, and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So a drive there of 85 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it.
14, Texas Tech, 0.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Nice job executing all the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And the Red Raiders brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Snags it over the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here they come on third down, and the defense has had no answers so far. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He lost one down the sideline. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. They'll give it to the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it
to the end zone, and it's picked off.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Now on 2nd down. From the gun, running back gets to give. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Might as well give it to him again. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Line getting set on 2nd down. Give to the running back. And the Horned Frogs will keep this drive going.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
Hand off from the shotgun. Open space at the 25. A huge pickup on the play before he goes out of bounds, but the question is, will it stand? There is a penalty marker on the field. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 6th play of the drive coming up. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. The give on the inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to let it go. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Getting set for the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Georgia Tech. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on third down. I know we're in the second quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that drop.
Got a lot of running room. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. First and 10. Finds his man in the middle.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
The Red Raiders have a first down.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a second and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Gets it out fast. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the ground to try to pick up the first. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Fourth down and inches, and you go read any book you want to, any analytical measure, and it will tell you, go for it. And the Red Raiders get it past the sticks. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. He'll set up to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Going for 6. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And I get it. A lot of coaches will say the difference between winning and losing comes down to stopping big plays and getting big plays. But if you ask me, it's more about how good you are on third down and how efficient you are in keeping drives alive. Those two stats can help you break the will of even the best defenses and help you come out on top. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. From inside the 15, here's the return. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 28. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. At the 40, there he goes. Open runway ahead. The 20. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And the comeback is on. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. They're lining up to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here's the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. It's a draw. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And how about the big nose tackle? The guy who's right in the middle of the defense, the hardest spot to get a sack because you got the center in front of you, you got the guards right next to you, not a lot of space. Just uses the power, gets through, and gets the big sack.
They've got the screen set up. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Gonna throw it to the right. He's got his man.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain. Got to get that first down. Nice job. Great nose for the first guy.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Coming after him. He's got his man. The Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
On the ground with the counter. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. The give to the back. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical. They wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're turning out positive yardage early.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Morris. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to run for it. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Arizona looks like 5 miles of bad road today. Offensively, the wheels have come off. Defensively, it's been one hot hole after another. They're trailing by 14 to Baylor. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. This offense has a second down play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Firing to the right, complete. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Back to the air one more time. It's complete to the right. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. First snap in the red zone on this drive. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. He's got his man. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Well, this defense is trying to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. Fires to the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes up big.
3rd and goal from way back there. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Took a shot as he threw. Couldn't find anywhere to throw the football, just got rid of it, and that's the #1 thing. Avoid disaster here. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
He's run out of bounds, but not before, turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Finds his man.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a new set of downs. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas Tech, 17.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Makes the grab. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Motion from the offense. On 2nd down, looking to throw. And they got him for the sack.
And how about the complimentary football? This defense getting another sack. They've already got an interception. Offense has played great. Both sides of the football together dominating this football.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. It seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now trail 35-24. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished with a bang, a 71-yard scoring strike. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. TCU has it back and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll throw it on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. A 3rd and long coming up here. He's looking downfield to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
He makes the connection. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a 1st down.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
defense, man, you got to go low and you got to chop that tree down, right? Go with the legs, take the legs out from underneath them so he can't continue to churn those puppies out and get extra yards after contact like he did there.
Give to the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
4th and inches, just trust in your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Red Raiders! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. That big score makes the end of this game very interesting.
No doubt the offense got what they need. More work to do, but you had to get this part accomplished first.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. Looking to throw. And a dangerous pass there. Almost threw a pick in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the 4th quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Movement here from the tight end. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. Oh, how did he make that move? Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. From the gun, running back on the move. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. It's a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Always a little violent on special teams. That one crosses the line. Unnecessary roughness to call. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
They just took a shot down the field, didn't get it, so you've got time for one more play. Everybody thinking Hail Mary right now. I know the odds don't say you're going to come up with it, but, man, we have seen crazy.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he got a hand on it and knocked it away. Incomplete, and the game is over. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.